Alright guys, we've got Broly and the new LR Gogeta, both the anniversary units in the same 200% led team. It is a Super Saiyans team. This is an Ultimate Showcase. As usual with Ultimate Showcases, I show the defense stat on Super as if it was like in real time. So just to kind of give you a better indication of how they end up, or how every unit basically ends up defensively after they Super. I have chosen to sort of nerf the team a little bit. The Super Saiyans team is crazy. It's had, what, 2 buffs during this anniversary out of 2 units. It got 2 major Carnival LR buffs during the worldwide celebration. Unfortunately, didn't get any buffs during the last anniversary, but still, it's rocking some of the best units in the game. Plus the Carnival LR Super Saiyan trio that obviously leads them, that only recently released. It's nuts. So I've brought the Trunks and Broly LR that's free to play. The TUR just came to global at the time of recording. Obviously, JP has the LR out already. We've got the Super Saiyan Rage Vegeta there, and we've got God Goku, who isn't necessarily a nerf to the team. He's just not maybe the hardest hitting, craziest major unit that's come out, but he's still obviously very, very good and a very good partner for Gogeta, both in base and when for Gogeta transforms. So there's Gogeta kicking off at 10 mil with just under 600k defense. He stacked his defense only on his 18k super, so he's basically added 1.3 or 0.3 I should say to his super attack multiplier that will stay. Every greatly raises that he does on his 12 key here is only temporary for the turn, and there you go, he hits a million defense there with 7.5 mil attack, all effective versus all types. As you can see, he's just mowing down the enemy. He had the potential for the 4th attack, but he didn't quite make it. 7.2 mil with just over 400k defense for God Goku. And he'll have his guaranteed additional from collecting 6 orbs. I've built him with crit, AA with no dodge. Not sure if that's my go-to. I just thought I'd showcase how he fares with that build. Obviously, getting the double crit is kind of a bigger deal. And there's Broly kicking off at pretty much the same level as what Gogeta did in slot 1. 10 mil and 700k-ish defense. Is definitely a really good start, and then 7 mil, 870k. So yeah, he builds up his defense quite quickly. Obviously not stacking it. He does stack his attack though. He greatly raises it, so it's a 0.5 multiplier on his 18 key and a 0.3 multiplier for his attack on his 12 key, which is permanent moving in. So every super attack he does makes his full power version stronger. Now we have the Super Saiyan trio. Really good unit. I'm kind of spewing. I missed out on pulling them on my my global account, simply because of how their team's been buffed. Now I mentioned that I brought a few teams to nerf the overall output of this team, and honestly, these guys, this trio is the reason why. They move so quickly, they do so much damage that I wanted to sort of delay things as much as I could a little bit to sort of get a decent showcase in with the 2 brand new anniversary LRs. Now Vegeta there at the front, he gets his support after taking 3 hits, so he's going to look very average to start with, and he's not going to get his support active this turn, which is good. It means we can kind of time it with hopefully the transformation for Gogeta. But look at these guys, 11 mil and 900k defense. Now keep in mind they only raise their defense on their 18 key super, so as you see it here, it's as high as it will get. Every other subsequent super only raises the attack. That's why you see the defense stat remaining the same as we go along between each super. So yeah, it does stack though. However, the 18 key defense, that does stack for 3 turns, meaning that stack will apply next turn. So expect their defense to be higher in turn 4. We're going to take a super here though. No, we're not. We're going to dodge. I went full dodge build with them. I think that's pretty much a no-brainer. They are effective versus all types anyway, built into their intro. They have obviously plenty of additionals built in, but to top the rest off with additional means that they'll still get that hidden potential fairly regularly if you're getting the necessary orbs for them. These guys here hit 0.5 mil defense, which is fine enough. But yeah, the 30 dodge means that defensively they're going to be kind of as good as they could possibly be, the trio there. So, ooh, they still took a bit of damage. That's a shame. Oh, well, we're hiding them anyway for the most part, so it should be fine. Alright, we got the active skill available to us though. Like I said, we want to sort of delay things a little bit so we can get the most value out of showing off both Gogeta and Broly. So we're not going to use either of the trio's active skills. 6 orbs with a bit of healing there would be nice. Taking a little bit of damage without dodging. Got Goku there. 7.7 mil and over half a mil defense. This is his third stack. He adds 0.2 to his defensive multiplier when he stacks, as well as his attacking, by the way. So 8 mil, 600k defense there. So he stacks up pretty quickly, all things considered. And when you look at how he goes, I think he's quite good. 11 mil and 7.2, 720k defense, I should say. Sorry, I get mixed up with the millions, and when it's not quite there, yeah, it gets a bit confusing for me sometimes to narrate it. But I didn't realize that KO screen just keeps going. That's so awesome. Alright, I would have liked the KO screen from his 12 key. They obviously realized that you're probably going to see the KO with the 12 key a little bit more often, so they gave that that attack the KO screen. Now, Vegeta will activate his support. Now, his support is different from almost every other support in that because it activates in phase 2 of his passive, it will apply to everyone else in phase 2 of their passive. So it's going to have a profound effect on everyone. He's going to get super here though to activate it, so he won't have it active to take this super. This super will activate it itself. We took a fair bit of damage though. 16 mil and over a mil defense. Like, this is where that support is going to make this Broly look immense. Like, that's crazy. He's already over a mil. 1.27 mil defense on a 12. Jesus, he's just crazy, man. And look at him just doing the Frieza stomp there. There's his third super, 12 mil, 1.4 mil defense. Oh, just insanity. Insanity. And there's the fourth super, 1.26 with 1.6 mil defense. Sorry, that was 12.6 mil, I should say, damage. It just, like, I don't think we'll get that high when he's transformed now, simply because the support won't be active. We almost certainly won't get it if we're not attacked first. There you go, 1.37 mil defense, which is what happens when you've got that stack from the previous turn, plus the stack that applies from this turn. If we kept them on rotation, they would have the same defense over and over and over again, because they've only got prepared for battle as their defensive link, which is pretty much unanimous across every ally in this team. Yeah, they would. There you go. What's that? Third super. So this is what I mean, man. When they get going, they get going. That's crazy. And like I said, effective versus all types. So they chew through the enemy's HP really quite quickly when they're doing turns like this with 4 supers. So, I mean, this is a pretty tanky boss. Red Zone Frieza, it's brand new. Global doesn't have this yet. It comes with the anniversary. This is actually the first time I've taken this fight on. It obviously goes a little while, and obviously is fairly tanky in the sense that we just did 4 supers with Broly and 4 supers with the Super Saiyan Trio. So, yeah, it's not the craziest, and luckily we got type advantage with Broly and Trunks. We'll pop their active skill. It's not an attack. Let's just watch the animations play, just for any global players that might be watching and wondering what that TUR Broly and Trunks that just dropped. I'm pretty sure it was made available to us like today/yesterday, depending on your time zone. So this is the LR that they do become. They get a decent buff here from their active skill for the turn and a whole lot of key. But otherwise, we will transform Gogeta. He'll lose legendary power from not being in slot 2, but that's okay. So clean. I really, really like it. It's maybe a little bit awkward the way he flies, I guess, and the way he moves to start with, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. And there's the heal, so if we were in any trouble, we're not now. We'll heal up the rest with the orb collection from there, and we're at just over half a mil defense standing still. Same with God Goku, actually, keeping in mind that Vegeta has his support covering 2 turns, so it is active for these units, so Gogeta's going to look very strong here. He's dodged, so he's got a 20% chance to crit, 16 mil and just under a mil defense, which is obviously very, very good. Very, very good. I mean, again, it'd be a little bit lower on both stats without Vegeta's support there, but that's not a problem. And he's like at 11 mil now damage with 1.29 mil defense. He's cutting sick here. Hopefully we'll get the KO screen, maybe? There's the third super, 1.6 mil defense. Holy. it climbs so quickly, because you got to remember as well, he does raise his defense on super through his passive, but he has no SA effect. So on his 18 key super, he technically doesn't get any defensive raise through his super attack effect. It's only from this the first additional onwards. 840k defense there with God Goku, and he's over 10 mil damage now because he gets that additional attack buff after performing his 5th super attack, which is what that was there. So so that had applied, which is why his attack was much higher than it was before. Alright, I'm not sure if this will be the final turn or not. We'll transform Broly, obviously. The support from Vegeta has expired, however he is nice and safe there in slot 1. He's done relatively okay. I mean, he took a little bit of damage from some of the normals that that were targeted towards him, but he took his necessary 3 shots and no more, which is obviously awesome. So yeah, that Vegeta's not too bad. I mean, it would have been nice if he was a little bit better, but he's a banner unit, so you can't be too picky, I guess. The Super Saiyan trio probably look really quite good. I would like to use their active skill. I'm not going to go. They'll get 5, so what's that? 1 additional built into their passive. I think it's every 3 orbs that you collect. Broly is now allowed to run right. 21 mil, 840k defense. Oh, my favorite part about Broly, man, is just how he kicks off both his super attack animations. Like, first one with him like powering up, and the second one with just like that below the eyes shot that you see in the movie. It's just, I love how both those super attacks start off like that. It's just so cool. Nearly 16 mil, and there's the million defense that he's cracked with his 3rd super attack. Just a monster. I cannot wait for him to come to global. 12.9 mil damage, and yeah, and that's the 900k defense that we saw in the first appearance of the other version, the friend. So yeah, they didn't have a stack applied because obviously they floated and didn't get a chance to attack last turn. So a familiar looking defense stat from the beginning of the fight, but that's to be expected with a unit that's designed fairly blandly as they are. Now, I don't think Vegeta's going to finish off here. Just under half a mil defense, which, you know, not too bad considering I don't think he has guard anymore, but he's not going to take a shot because I think Frieza has a countdown to probably that world breaker, I guess. Now we're going to use we may as well use the active skill to finish things off. This is clean. This is awesome. Bang, just a quick, it's just a 1-2 kick and just belts him into the mountains. And then a quick pose just for the KO screen. Bang. Beautifully done, Gogeta, and to Broly, and that was the Super Saiyan teams, guys. Obviously, future Gohan and future Trunks from the Worldwide Celebration would easily fit on this team. I nerfed it a little bit to make sure we could get a little bit more of a look of Broly and Gogeta alike. Let me know what you think. I've done showcases on both Broly and Gogeta so far. One on a showcase for each of them on their own teams, a showcase for each of them on someone else's team, and then obviously this one with them together on the Super Saiyans team. If you want to chat to me, obviously there's a comment section down below, and if you could subscribe and like, that would obviously help me out a great deal. Obviously you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. The links are below. I appreciate everyone who's been watching and supporting my content over the last week or so. Hopefully that keeps up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.